All right, looks like I'm live. Hey, everybody. This is why homesteaders need their own website. You think about a fence. I had a property where we put up a fence so we could keep the dogs in, and because the dogs were getting out and they're running all over the neighbor's yard, and my kids were chasing them, trying to catch the dog, and the neighbor was like, "Hey, you can't go over there." So there's a difference between your property and somebody else's property. A fence line is where your land ends and where somebody else's land begins. Fences do matter. They make for good neighbors. Now contrast that with pouring years of time into a piece of property that you never get to use or that somebody else owns and can take out from under you anytime and keep everything that's on the property. Well, that is what most of us are doing. I went out and got a list of some of the best YouTube homesteaders there were. And you know what? I pulled 100 names or 100 channels, and only 20, about 20 of them had their own digital homestead. Scary, right? That is not how it works. Your website is your digital homestead. Hang on a second. Okay, how to get rid of that. Okay, so if you're building on rented land, you don't own your subscriber list. That's a problem. I had a situation where I created something, I had some following, not a ton, but I had something, and instantly Zuckerberg snapped his fingers and it was gone. I had no audience, no list, no way to communicate with those people, and it was a big bummer. I mean, it was huge. It I had put a lot of work into that land and it was gone. The same thing happens with physical land too. If you don't own your land, you're just renting it, you got a problem. Um, Let me take a look. So you've got to be able to own your own homestead, digitally and physically. Rented land can be taken out from under you at any point. You got a lease, you got a rental agreement, whatever it is. If you're going to build a business, a homestead online, you got to have a website. And I was blown away by how many people don't have a website. They're just building and building and building, and it can be taken away at any time. So let's get our homesteads, our digital homesteads, built on the right property, your own property. That's what I do. If you want to check me out, it's at all my stuff is all at profitablehomesteadproject.com. All right, we'll talk to you later.